Hello guys, this is Ishmael from 90-Second Web Hub. In this tutorial, we are going to take a look at how to configure our 90-second website builder with some kind of grid, which is going to help us in positioning and alignment of objects in our canvas. So to get started, I'm going to go to the view section, that's the view tab, and then I'm going to locate guides. Under guides, I'm going to select guide settings. Now when I select guide settings, there are kind of a couple of options in here. Now I'm going to come to the very bottom, which has the grid, and then I'm going to first of all enable show grid. Now when I come to this bottom, we have grid type. I'll select that is columns instead of dots. I would want to prefer using columns instead. And then the snap grid, I already want to check this because when I select snap to grid, it means when I'm trying to align objects, it's definitely going to take the alignment or the position of the grid, which wouldn't be a good option for me. Now when I come to this very section, that's the right hand side, the first says display grid on top. So if you want to have your grid being displayed on top of your objects, you can go ahead and select that. If you don't want that, you just leave it as it is. Now with the grid width percentage, I'm going to change this to 100%, and then the columns, I'm going to have about 30 columns, and then the gutter, I'm going to make this I'm going to change this to 10. Now let's just go ahead and hit on OK and then see how that looks here. So as you can see, we have a grid showing in here. I have about 30 grids, and then I have that is a gutter which is 10, and then I have 100% for each grid, that's the spaces in between them. Now let me just come back here, and I can even change the color of the grid I have in here. So when I come to this grid color, I can change this to maybe something red or blue. Let me just go ahead and select red, and then if I come here, I guess you can see that. Now I can even come back to the guide settings, and then let's go ahead and take a look at how display grid on top is going to look like. So I'll select that, and then I'll come back to my toolbox. I'm going to select the layer 2, and then if I draw in here, I guess you can see my layer is in here, but at the end of the day, I have my grid then being displayed on top of my layer 2. Now one more option I find very useful when I'm using 90-second website builder is that under the guide settings, I always make sure I check that it's object outlines. Now this is going to help me see the object I am working with here, should in case I have this particular situation where I have my grid being displayed on top of the object. Now I can even come back to the guide settings, and then there are a couple of options I also like to stick to them when I'm working with 90-second website builder. So I make sure I have each and everything checked here, already checked, and then I have this show tooltip when resizing and moving object and guide. So I like to have this being checked, and the reason is when I try resizing this, I want to get details about the size as well as the height, or that's the width and then the height of the object I'm working with, as well as when I'm moving it. I also want to get a position where I am moving it. Now when I come back to the guide settings, there are other more where if I probably want to be working with IDs, having to know which ones or maybe I'm renaming my objects, there are IDs. I probably want to show IDs on the object to be able to know this particular object has this ID. When I come back to the settings, I want to show border as well, and then I think that should be it. These are the options I probably like to stick with when I'm working with 90-second website builder under the guide settings. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.